All right, and we're live. Thank you so much for tuning in to Soul Dates Live. Good evening, good morning, or good afternoon, whatever time zone you are watching Soul Dates Live. I am your host and producer, Sean Garvey. Thank you so much for tuning in to Soul Dates Live. If you're new to the program or new to this part of the platform, this is where we do a bunch of things on the show. Sometimes you may see us match daters with other daters. Some episodes, you may see us bring on single people trying to figure out this whole dating life, and they come on the show to share their testimonial stories of how their dating life has been and provide them with some solutions and some recommendations on what they can do to make their dating life a bit more counterproductive. And at times, which of course is my favorite part of why I love doing Soul Dates Live, we bring on couples, whether they are already in a exclusive situation or not situationship. Sorry, that's not that kind of show. But if they are in a serious relationship with the intention of taking it to the next level, or if they are already married and want to come on the platform to talk about the ups and downs, the challenges, but the beauty, the joy of being married. We do bring those couples on to the platform to share their stories, and you have seen countless episodes of that in our previous archives of Soul Days Live. All you have to do is make sure you like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. I am doing the whole producer thing like I normally do on most of Soul Days Live episodes. So you all can bear with me. I'm doing three things at one time, but it is all good because we got a great show for you this evening, this morning, or this afternoon. But again, you are watching Soul Days Live. Like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Beat Break AM Show, which is in the ticker at the bottom of your screen there. And as you can see, I got a very big smile on my face already because it is only right that I bring on our returning couple back on Soul Dates Live to give us an update on what's been happening and what they are getting ready to do. But before I get into that, what you just saw on my Facebook and on my Instagram page at Sean Garvey ATL on Instagram and Sean Garvey on Facebook was a previously aired program of Soul Dates Live in which I was the bachelor. And I had two women competing for a chance to go on a date with yours truly. And so you've seen some of the highlights from the recent episode, and I told you guys on social media that I was going to give myself an opportunity to do a follow up on that show. And big shout outs to the Ashley Monique, and big shout outs to our very co-owner of Reach One Communications, Stephanie, aka Stephanie the actress, for coming on and help moderate and co-host that particular episode. Um, there have been some interesting highlights, as you all saw a few moments ago, but there's been a very interesting twist towards the end of the taping of that show. And from my understanding, that episode is still running right now while you're watching this broadcast for the very first time. And we're going to get into that in just a few moments because let's just say that yours truly was blown away by what I heard from one of the daters that appeared on that particular episode. We were getting ready to make that into a viral moment. When I mean viral, I'm talking about viral. But we're going to get into that in just a few moments. Like I said, people, got a couple there in the green room, and I am so happy that they are coming back on Soul Days Live to give us an update. But if you do not know who I'm talking about, I'm going to play a few highlights from the episode that they were on recently, Soul Days Live. And around this time, they were already in a serious relationship. So they were locked in. And I had a great time speaking to them because when they were talking about how their dating life has been before they got together and the journey that both of them were on, I was just very thrilled and amazed of how they overcame some of the challenges and adversities in their relationship, but also being able to explore the beauty and the joy of what it's like to be one with each other. And the couple that I'm talking about is Will and Jazmine, who we have in the green room. We're going to bring them in just a few moments. But let's go ahead and play some highlights, some clips from that particular episode right here on Soul Days Live. And we're going to fast forward a little bit just in the interest of time, so that way you can revisit, or if you haven't seen some of the highlights from this particular episode. So let's go ahead and play real quick before we bring Will and Jazmine into the studio. Welcome to Soul Days Live. This is Soul Days Live. I am Sean Garvey. Thank you so much for tuning in to Soul Days Live. This is the first Soul Days Live of 2026. I appreciate you all for coming on. Make sure you follow us on all your social media, especially me. Follow me at Sean Garvey ATL. So quick announcement before we go any further, in case you are new to Soul Days Live. And like I said, this is the first Soul Days Live of 2026. So that means we're going to be doing things a little bit different in 2026 with the show. Now, if you've been following the show since 2023, that's how long ago the show was. It was a show where we bring on single people. We bring on the main dater, bachelor or bachelorette, and we place them in a virtual studio with 3 other contestants. And those contestants have to compete against each other to go on a date with that one bachelor or that one bachelorette that is looking to find the one to go on a date with. And so the history really quick before we go any further is that it started where the dater will need to pick whoever has the best musical compatibility. So interesting twist to the show there, especially our first time doing a show like that on a digital platform, just like this one. And so we wanted to take it up a notch a little bit. A year later, bring on some new co-hosts to the show, and we went from making it about musical compatibility to pretty much just finding that connection in different forms. It doesn't have to necessarily be just music. It could be, you know, what do you like to eat, or what are your favorite restaurants, what are your favorite movies, etc., etc. We've had a few challenges, bumps in the road behind the scenes, where we only had one person come on the show, and everybody wasn't able to come on the show. And so a light bulb came on and said, okay, well, we need to be more couple focused. In the world of things changing, things evolving, dating is not what it used to be, especially me coming up, you know, as a 80s baby, 90s kid. And so I felt it was only right to make it more couple focused. Now, if you have seen some of our past episodes of Soul Days Live, we have had couples on the show before while the bachelor or the bachelorette was in the virtual studio going through all the contestants we had on standby, looking to go on a date with that one particular person. And then there have been episodes we have done recently where we only invited couples to talk about their testimonial story and how they made it work. So I'm glad that I mentioned all that to you guys for the very first time, just in case you are new to the program. But if you like to see and watch some of our past episodes from 2023, 2024, last year, and the last few episodes, you can go to YouTube and subscribe, like, share, subscribe, YouTube channel, Reach One Network, or you can scan the QR code at the top of your screen there and download the Honey streaming app for free. By the way, I gotta say for free on your Roku TV, so you can go to our on-demand channel and catch some of the highlights and the episodes of Soul Days Live. But in the meantime, between time, I gotta bring this lovely couple up. we are featuring for the month of February. I like to call February the love month because it's Valentine's Day weekend. Valentine's Day weekend. I know you all are looking forward to it. And so it is without further ado that I bring to you Jazmine and Will. Welcome to So Hi. You know, such a cute couple there. Such a cute couple. Welcome to Soul Days Live. How you all doing?
Pretty good.
Yeah, we're doing
How are
good.
you?
We're doing fantastic.
Good. You all are such a cute couple, a lovely couple there. And I like and I also like how the backdrop complements YouTube, by the way, as well. Because you know, we're not big budget like some of the other YouTube shows or the other platforms that are out there. We make it do what it do. But I just gotta compliment you guys on the backdrop there. It matches with the tone. Oh, they decided to take the Bluetooth out. I don't know if they can hear me. Can you hear me? Uh-oh. Now I can hear my. Okay. We're working out.
When?
Let's see. Is it me or is it?
No, we apologize for that. That's our problem. We're apologizing. Sorry.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Okay. Fade the black. Fade the black. Okay.
We're back now. Sorry.
Can you all hear me?
Yes,
Oh,
we can hear you. Sorry for that.
Oh.
Technical error on our end.
Okay. So we're gonna make it do what it do. It's live, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe a little bit of pre-taping in between, but we're gonna make it do what it do because we definitely want to use this time to help daters and to help couples that are out there just trying to figure things out in this complicated world of dating and relationships and even marriages, if you will. But for clarity purposes, Jazmine and Will are not married, at least not yet. Right? So how long have you two been together?
A year and what, 2 months now?
Yeah. About a year, 3-4 months. Yeah.
A year and 3-4 months. Okay, you all are almost there. So,
Yeah.
Hello. Oh, I can't
hear. Oh no, I can't hear now. It's a repeat of the first one. Oh no.
I hear welcome back.
okay.
Hello, we cannot hear you.
We can't.
Let's start over one more time. Let's start over.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Man, we're having deja vu again.
I know, right? This is live TV, ladies and gentlemen. What you just saw was the beginning of the episode that I did with Will and Jazmine a couple of months ago, right here on Soul Days Live. And I was saying while I was muted, I was saying that we were supposed to fast forward to some of the highlights during that episode, but the system won't let me do it. But hey, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. So again, without further ado, with no delay, please welcome back Will and Jazz to Soul Days Live. And you all are sitting in the same spot.
Yeah, like consistency. It worked perfect. We were actually just joking about that. We were watching the highlight video. I'm like in the exact same position.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell me something. Looking back at that particular taping of the show, what goes through your mind when the two of you all actually see each other in that taping?
Surprised at how I'm I feel very glowy in that one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm still glowy, but I'm like, wow, that was such a long time ago.
I think it's just like when I watch it, it's like a time capsule,
Mhm.
and it's just such a cool moment because it's looking back and go, I love everything I said because nothing's changed since. It's just the whole like everything we said was the same way. Nothing's changed. We watch it. I'm like, I love it. I watch it. I watched it a couple times. I just love watching it.
I like to watch
Yeah,
it too.
yeah. I mean, the viewers at home love watching it. They had it on repeat. They loved it. We got amazing, great feedback from a lot of people that watched it on demand. And, I brought on couples before, both married and currently or were in serious relationships. And it's just such a splendid time to really provide a platform for couples like you all to come on the show. And I know it's cliche to say, but to give people hope.
Yeah.
Especially nowadays, we need hope.
Yeah, that love still exists, and that when you meet the right person, that you can make it work, but you got to put the work in, right?
Yeah.
So you are here on Soul Days Live to give myself and our viewers at home an update, and we cannot wait to hear what this update is.
We are engaged.
Wonderful, wonderful. That deserves another hand
Engaged.
Another hand.
Yep.
Oh wow. And big shout out to Jazmine for showing that, by the way, too, because I was waiting for her to show the ring, let them know that you got receipts.
That's all I do. I'm just like
so I gotta let the people know offline that when Will and Jazmine reached out to me and my team behind the scenes and informed us about the big news, I was telling my team like, yo, we gotta bring them back on the show for an update for this wonderful news that they are preparing to share with our viewers, with our audiences, because this is such an amazing moment. And this is the first time actually here on Soul Days Live that we are bringing back a returning couple to come on and
I didn't know her first.
Yeah. So you got to share the story with us. Like, how did it all go down? How did Will propose? Like, break everything down to us, Will or Jazmine. I'm gonna go to Jazmine.
Would you like the Spark Notes version? Because when I told the story to my friends, they were very annoyed.
I can go
in a good way.
I can go the in-depth version all the way back, like when it first started and everything. I mean, it really depends on what you want to know and who you want to hear from.
Okay. Should we do any, meeny, miny, mo, people?
Ladies first.
You do ladies first.
Yeah, let's go to Jazmine. What you got?
We got engaged in May, and it was on our first vacation together in Salt Lake City. So
Nice.
we basically it was like October when I think I was in Phoenix when you were like, you wanna see the midnight?
Yeah, so for context, and I'll just interject a couple times
Yeah.
before. So basically back in October, I had basically put out and be like, hey, this band I really like is coming to Salt Lake City, because the other locations were Oakland, Los Angeles, and Colorado. They weren't coming to Vegas.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, listen, are you interested in going? Yeah, I'd love to go. Okay, cool. I want to get VIP tickets because I'm really into them. I really want to meet the band. I want the full experience. Yeah, I'd love to go. Great, I'll pick them up. We got to just choose where we want to go. So Colorado's a far drive for us because we were going to drive.
Yeah.
Los Angeles and Oakland, not really like, whoop-de-doo, let's go. And I'm like, well, have you been to Salt Lake? No. Well, I've never been to Salt Lake. Okay, go check it out. So I bought the tickets. We were going to go. And that's when it was initially planned. So for the vacation at the time, I really wasn't like, I got the ring or engagement or stuff like that, but it was going to be our first vacation together.
Yeah.
So then fast forward a bit.
Fast forward in May, and I remember like to this day, I had been like, I knew an engagement was happening this year. I just didn't know when. And so I was like, in my head, my brain was like, it could be one of these two places. We were going to two places this year, which was Salt Lake or San Diego. So San Diego to see my favorite band. And I remember the day before talking to like my friend who's also my coworker. I was talking to him and I was like, I don't think it's gonna happen. Because I at this point had convinced myself he did not have a ring. It wasn't gonna happen on this vacation. It's gonna happen later in the year.
Did you know?
Like I full on talked myself out of the engagement happening. Because originally I thought it was gonna happen on the vacation, which it did. But and so the day, and I was like, my nails aren't even done. Like, it's just not gonna happen.
So before this, I had been saving up for the ring already. So from our last podcast, remember when it was kind of the end, like, oh, things come in the future. I was already saving. I already kind of knew. The question really came to is, when do I want to do this? And originally, she was right. It was supposed to be in the San Diego trip because I'm like, oh, well, perfect. We're going to San Diego. It's her favorite town. We're going to see her favorite band. It'll be perfect. Well, then.
It's a good thing he didn't do it in front of my husband's.
He loves 5 Seconds of Summer. Okay. Die-hard fan. So I was like, oh, well, I'll make it during that time. Well, then about, was it March? I think it was either February or March or something.
February.
It may have been February. They had, we announced that we're coming to Las Vegas. She's like, I bought tickets. So I'm like, well, it's going to kind of take any momentous thing that we had of a concert that you're going to see again and be like, hey, I want to feel it again. I'm like, okay, well, I already got the VIP stuff for Salt Lake. So you know what? Let's do that. So before the day of the engagement, for months, Sean, I tried to get in touch with the venue and the band to make a request of like, hey, this isn't like a huge headline band. Like, they're known, but they're not like, oh my God, like, Bruno Mars is coming to town and I got to get up on stage. Yeah. And I request like, hey, could you help me out? Could you do this? I might as well have been talking to a wall. I don't know if they're just busy. They got different PR stuff.
My best friend too, and she was like, and I'm sending them messages on Instagram.
And I was talking to her friend, like, hey, can you help me with this? Maybe they're talking to somebody else. Like, I don't know. And I just couldn't get anything. So I'm just like, okay, we're going to figure it out. We're going to figure this out. So before the day, I'm looking at the song catalog. Okay. Mm-hmm. When you look at any concert, like, okay, what songs? I'm trying to figure, like, I don't want to do it at the beginning. I don't want to do it in the middle. I'm trying to figure out something at the end, but I want to make it a good song, like the thing of their catalog. And it was a song called Sunset, which is basically one of their encore songs. It's about old things ending in new beginnings. So sunset into the new. Okay. And I'm like, oh, perfect. It's got a really long intro. So I'm like, it's supposed to be during the encore. Okay. So I'm like, I'm kind of rolling the dice because if they don't do it, it's going to be really awkward. Okay. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to do it then. I'm going to do everything. So we rented out an Airbnb. So we stayed at a little, it was this cute little 1-bedroom, 1-bath downtown Salt Lake. Super nice. Super
built for
great.
Tall people.
Yeah. Yeah, the countertops are perfect for child. You look like a small child, like up to here, like, so I got that. I'm getting everything. And then to preface this just a little bit more, I had gone away and I'm like, okay, I'm trying to plan this all out because I'm always a weird guy. So at the time I had the ring I got, it was a bridal set. So there's a wedding band and an engagement ring because I want to make sure they match. I'm like, okay. So then I looked at it, was the big ring boxes and I'm like, there's no way I'm getting this into the venue. Like, it's going to be a big brick sticking out. And if she's like up next to me or something, she's going to feel and go, what the heck is that? And I'm like, okay. So I remember searching on Amazon and I found it's this little like credit card sized ring box. So it sits flat, but when you open it, it turns and presents the ring. And I'm like, perfect. I'll put it in my coin pocket on my cell phone side so she won't feel a thing. So the day of the thing comes, we've had a great vacation. We had a fun time. Everything's great. It's the second to last day.
He's freaking out a little bit because we spend the morning at an aviary.
Yeah.
He loves birds.
Yeah. Perfectly
fine. He's freaking out because he hasn't received any information on when VIP starts. Mm-hmm. Or no, what you tell me? He tells me doors open at 7. I'm like, that's for the full concert. What time is VIP?
Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah. Never got a confirmation at the time. So I'm like,
well, you bought it with your other email, so that makes sense. And so I had he's freaking out next to me. I don't know why he's I'm like, it's okay. It's fine. I got this. I'm just looking up information. I'm on their website. I'm doing all the things you do as a tech savvy person.
Right,
I'm
right.
a tech savvy person. And I find, okay, we need to be there at 5:15.
Mhm.
And he's just like, thank you. And I'm like, oh,
She's just thinking I'm geeking out for like, I want to meet the band. And I'm just like,
I'm like, it's okay, it's fine. And we walked there. It was like very close to the venue.
yeah, I purposely chose the Airbnb because it was within walking distance. I'm like, we want to enjoy ourselves. We can walk back to the Airbnb. I'm like, it's perfect. I don't got to take an Uber. It's within 8-minute walk.
It's been a
Right.
wonderful day. Like,
Mhm.
what I think briefly ate we briefly ate
Mhm.
breakfast, and then
We had like an early dinner, like
Early dinner.
lunch, dinner, whatever.
but I
they
always
call it.
have to eat something because if I don't, I get like, this is integral to the story, by the way.
Yes, yes, it is.
If I don't,
Some of you at home might be,
You get
why is she
hungry.
going on this tangent?
no, my friends were like, why? If I don't eat, I kind of get like lightheaded and I will pass out and like bile will come out of me. It's really weird. And apparently I don't have hypoglycemia is what the doctor says, but okay. So we eat pizza maybe like 2 or 3 hours before the concert. And at this point we're getting dressed. I'm ready. I'm like, what am I going to do with my hair? I figure something out.
Now, while this is happening, I have hidden the ring in my suitcase, but it was our only one bedroom. So the bathroom's attached to the bedroom. We're both getting ready in the same room.
Mhm.
So I have to go and we're walking. I'm like, oh, I forgot my belt. I gotta go put my belt on, honey. I'll be right back.
I'm just thinking he's putting
Nope, I gotta slip the ring in so she has no idea. So she doesn't go, well, what are you doing? What are you getting there? I'm like, I've come this far. I'm not screwing this up. Nope.
The fates were definitely on his side because before this trip started, like before we left, I almost put something in his suitcase, and then my brain was like, "No, it's fine, just leave it." So I almost opened his suitcase and saw everything, but I chose not to. But we're walking there. It's a really nice walk, and we get in line. It's hot.
Yeah.
But I'm like, let's take some cute pictures. You know, we have the VIP pass. So I don't know if you've seen these pictures, but it's like kind of a trend where people take a picture with the VIP pass like in their mouths. And it's
I
like
think I
this.
have it somewhere in my phone. There we
Yeah,
go.
you do.
I know it looks a little. Yeah,
Right.
that's right there.
Okay.
That's
I'm
us
like,
at
what
the
is it?
venue.
And so I'm like, all right, let's take this picture once we get inside. So we're going through the metal detectors.
Oh,
And-
yeah, because they didn't tell us before. Like, oh, you got to go through metal detectors now. I'm sitting there going,
It's normal. Every time we go through a metal detector, he goes off because he has a chain wallet.
Mhm.
Perfectly normal, nothing of it. We go through, he goes through, and it doesn't go off.
Which
And
I'm like,
And he's like,
it's too small. Oh, thank God.
he's freaking out. He's like, it didn't go off. It didn't go off. And I'm just like, okay.
Yeah.
Count your blessings? I don't know.
Mhm.
I'm just like, it's okay. Sometimes it doesn't go off. That's fine. And he's like, it didn't go off. I thought it would go. I'm oblivious, by the way.
Right.
At this point, the entire day, he has been like over attentive to me. I don't think he was nervous at all. He was just overly attentive. And so we get in, we're at sound check, and the lady, before we even got in, explained the like sequence of events. She's like, sound check, meet and greet, merch table.
Yep.
So we're inside watching the sound check, and he's like, I'm gonna go check out the merch table. And I'm like, she just told us it's sound check, meet and greet. You know, I'm a follow the rules type of guy.
And
I'm just like, no. I really want to go check out, which is a total lie. Because now I'm like, well, I'm here. This is the VIP services person who I'm pretty sure I've been trying to get a hold of. I want to talk to them to kind of figure this whole thing out.
He's gone for a while. I'm watching the show.
So I go to the VIP services attendant who's making these VIP like bags for the people in attendance. And I said, hey, listen, you know, I'm trying to do this engagement, everything else. And I think she's like, oh, well, I don't handle that. It's the staff would for the venue. And I'm like, oh, okay. You only want to go talk to her. Okay, I'll go talk to her. So I go talk to her and I'm like, listen to this. Oh, well, yeah, we could try and help you with that and everything. I'm like, okay, well, better than nothing. But all right, I said, we're going to be at the front. You know, just look for me. I'm wearing this, and look for her. She's wearing this. Okay, we'll try and help. You'll hear this later in the story.
Context. They said, we'll try. Mind you, we're in Salt Lake City, which is full of a bunch of tall white men with beards that look like him.
Sean, it's true, buddy. It's true. Because I'm like, I'm not like I know they're popular. I don't know how popular in Salt Lake. I know there's a couple cities that got a following in, but I'm like, oh, see, the place is sold out. It is completely sold out, and I'm making eye contact with a bunch of people who look like me, beards and all. I'm like,
They're not.
oh my god! Like they're never gonna find me in this. Like I'm screwed.
And so it's filling up at this point. And after sound check, we went to go get food. We check our bags, and I grabbed like this mocktail drink, and
like Blue Typhoon Crush or whatever it was.
And I'm debating between churros and mozzarella sticks. Integral to the story.
Yes.
I love churros, but I was like, I'll go with the mozzarella sticks. They'll fill me up. I should have known when they brought it out immediately that it was not cooked. I love food. I really love food. So like, I take one bite out of this mozzarella stick and he could just see my face. He was like, this is disgusting. I threw it out. And I'm starving at this point, but I threw it out. I'm like, I'm not eating this. It's disgusting. The marinara sauce is disgusting. I'm gonna nurse this Sprite with like blue
curacao. It's like it's like a virgin blue curacao, so it's not the alcoholic one.
It's syrup, and so it's filling up. At this point, the entire venue is filling up. They have this one giant fan in the center of the building,
and this is a very large warehouse. And I'm like, you could have fit several in there, and you only got one. Okay, and I don't know if you've ever been to a concert or an enclosed space where that bio heat starts because everyone's hopping and moving and there's no air circulation, but you're like, I had a tab of toast in here. Oh my God.
Yeah. And so at this point, the opening act comes out. What, New Constellations?
New Constellations.
Really good music, by the way. And we're vibing, but I'm also like very hot, and hotness plus no food makes a bad Jazmine. Okay. So I'm like fanning myself with the VIP pass.
I'm taking my VIP pass going like,
he's trying to fan this. I think at this point I just had a resting bee face because I'm just like,
all I remember, you were sitting to the right of me. I looked over and you were like, and I'm like, oh no. Now, Sean, have you ever gone to a concert? Okay. Have you ever been at like the front of the stage?
Actually. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. So just for context, all right. Okay. And have you ever looked back and saw just a sea of bodies behind you, and you're just like, my God, there's so many people here. That's me. And I look, and I'm just looking at Jazmine, and I'm like, I look back, I look at her, and I'm like, I'll be right back. I fight my way through this crowd to get back to concessions because I'm like, I got to get her water. I got to get her something to eat because the last thing I want is for her passing out before or during what is to be my engagement proposal.
Mind you, before he ran off to get food, he kept asking me if I wanted something to eat, and I said no.
Right.
I said no.
No, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. This one. For anyone in the audience, you have a relationship with your partner and you look and like, it's fine, it's fine. You look and go, no, it's not.
No, it ain't.
You can say it all day long. It's not. No. I gotta go.
He's like, do you want me to go and get you some churros? And I'm like, I don't want to be disappointed again.
You did say that.
I was disappointed in the mozzarella sticks. So if these churros were awful, I would be super upset. So I was like, I don't want to be disappointed.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm gonna go get you food.
Yeah.
And he leaves.
So Jazmine's there. I'm finding my way back to this crowd. I make it through okay. Like I get through pretty quickly. Okay, cool. Get to the concessions. Hey, I need some water. Do you have any churros? We're out of churros. What do you got? What? I said, what do you got? Well, we have some candy. You got Reese's? I know she likes Reese's. Reese's are kind of like her like quick get me go. Like you just kind of pop in your mouth, you're good to go. Yeah, we got Reese's. Perfect. Reese's, 2 waters. Wonderful. Great. Perfect. Now, to folks listening at home, this is not the difficult part. This is where you get back into this giant stadium and warehouse of people, and then you look and go, I now have to fight my way back.
I'm just worried he's gonna miss his band.
because I did it as the
Yeah.
as the opening band closed, and before my band got on, I'm like, oh, I gotta get through all this. So I'm kind of like, excuse me, pardon me. I get about halfway through the crowd, and then I meet what I would only define as the wall of bros. The backward baseball cap, tank top wearing beefcakes who are standing shoulder to shoulder like the Great Wall of China. And I'm going, oh, and they're not letting me through for anything. I'm like, oh my God, I can't get back. I can't get back to my now was going to be my fiance, wife, and lover. Oh my Jesus. If anybody's watching, there is one guest services person who's in the crowd who's kind of like managing stuff. He's got a little flashlight. He must have remembered or saw me go through originally, and he saw me sucking. I'm like, and he goes, walks over, opens, parts it like the Red Sea, and he's Moses of this bro wall, and allows me to go through and escorts me right back to where I started. I'm like, to whoever you are, may you have blessings for the rest of your days, because you just saved my tuchus.
Yeah, every time you're on the side.
Yeah, like every time you order the French fries, I hope you get the legendary onion ring at the bottom of it.
There were 2 couples ahead of us, and when he left, the couple, her husband left, and he went a different route that they had like found that was easy to go by, and they were like telling me, they're like, oh, we should have sent them off together.
Yep.
I was like, eh.
Yeah.
He hands me the Reese's. I only eat one of it, but
It's pockets the rest for later, just in case.
I pocket the rest for later.
Got
Just
the water. Yep.
I hope you kept it. I hope you kept it, Jazmine. I mean,
I did.
Okay.
So there's actually a joke with more candy later on in the story, so we don't want to give too much away yet, but there is.
So we, the concert goes on. It's a great time. We have earplugs in.
Yes.
Because we're basically 2 or 3 people away from
And
barricade.
It's
very loud. We have earplugs in. So the entire night I've had to get up on my tiptoes. He's had to lean down to like shout stuff to me in my ear.
Like,
and before the concert even began, he had told me like during like after sound check, he's like, oh, there's gonna be 2 encore songs, or there's gonna be an encore.
because I looked at the catalog and I'm like,
so I was like,
I had like,
cool. He told me, he's like, there's gonna be encore. So I'm like, awesome.
my worry was gonna be like, she's sitting there going, I hate this band. I'm doing this because I love you. Can we please leave? We don't have to stay around for the encore.
Music.
I didn't know. I just didn't know that beforehand. I'm like.
And so encore comes around. They play something.
They play one song.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
they play one song.
Okay. All right.
And so I see out the corner of my eye, he's like looking at his phone. So I like look and I'm like, oh, that's what time it is. He wasn't looking at his phone. He was getting out the ring. I didn't know.
So what was happening was basically the song I said, Sunset, comes on. And I'm like, okay. And I'm listening going, all right, we're going to do this. And I had this whole speech prepared and everything else. And I'm like, well, that went out the window because I'm not on stage. I don't have anyone to help me. None of the guest services come. So like I said in the previous video, I'm a teacher. I will roll, or former teacher. I will roll with the punches. Go, all right, we're ad-libbing. We're going to do this. We're going to do this to the best of my ability. We're going to make fun of it and love it.
Oh,
so
before this, it's very hot. They're going around with free water for people.
So they're passing it out from the front to the back to like pass back to people.
Already felt bad for the couple behind us because when they came in, we were sitting on the floor.
Yeah.
And then I was like, they're going to get a rude awakening when this man stands up because he's tall. And so I felt bad because this woman is like, this couple is behind us. They're short and he's in front of them. And so I see out the corner of my eye, she was trying to get the free water.
Yeah.
And
she can't quite get up there.
She can't get it. And I just look back and I'm like, you need water? And shouting. So they come by again and I'm like, I quickly grab the water for this woman. I hand it to her. He grabs something for her.
To give it to the dude.
Yeah.
Husband.
So we're at encore now. I see he checks his phone. And then I'm like, oh, that's what time. And then I like go back to looking at the show because I'm enjoying like the start. It's just like, there's no lyrics in the start. It's just like.
It's a longer really, intro.
Yeah.
So it's got a longer intro. It's got like a nice guitar riff and they go, 1, 2, 3. And then it kind of goes with the song going from there.
It's really nice. And he bends down and he goes, I have a question to ask you. He shouts that in my ear.
But it's like muffled because I'm like, you're in a concert,
Yeah.
you've got earplugs. I'm like, I got to make sure you hear me.
So I go, okay. And then I turn back to the,
The
to the
stage.
show, thinking he's going to yell his question in my ear. And he goes, I have a question to ask you. And he turns me and like, I don't, like I think my brain just went into shock because he turned me. I see him go down on his knee and then like he opens the ring and he says, will you marry? I like look at the ring. I look at him. He goes, will you marry me? And I started sobbing.
Oh, like in the video, because we have a video of this.
The couple behind
The
us.
couple behind us took a video.
The ones
So
we got
we
the
have
water for. She was like immediately. The guy was already recording the concert.
And then he just pans over, so we have two separate videos.
The woman she was just like, oh my God, and immediately starts recording. So we have two videos, one of his perspective of me and my reaction, and one of my perspective of him and his reaction. And he starts crying.
I'm like crying. He was like, will you marry me? And I'm crying and she's crying. We're both crying on this thing.
And I'm just like, yes.
Yeah.
And he puts the ring on and we kiss and we finish out the concert. And I'm just like, throughout the concert, I'm just like,
is this happening? Is this real?
I'm like listening and enjoying, but I'm also just like,
what is this?
What's on my finger right now?
All right. So wait. Stop right there. So do you all have the video right now as we speak?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Can you send it to our team really quick?
Yeah.
I want to see.
Yeah, we can send you both of them. So the one that you'll see is like a landscape perspective. That's the longer one. And that's the one from the husband who's watching the stage on it. And then he notices us doing it and pans over and it shows us and goes back to the stage. Like after everything goes back to the stage. The other one that's from the portrait perspective, you'll see is from the wife who gets it and shows us, but then it tilts. So she tilts it landscaping. So the portrait kind of goes landscape halfway through.
Mm-hmm.
So just an FYI in your edit where you're going to like, why are there like inverting different ways here?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, so I want, if we can get it in time, I want to play the video in front of our that's watching on Days Live here, because this will be an exclusive. This is definitely an exclusive here. For those who are just tuning in, we're coming up at the top of the hour. We have Will and Jazmine live with us here on Days Live, and they just made the biggest announcement. I mean, to me, this is the biggest announcement.
That's both super long.
Yeah.
And they're finding the video right now of Will's proposed moment to Jazmine. Will and Jazmine, who were recent guests here on Days Live, have recently announced and just mentioned live here that they are engaged, which deserves another hand clap. So did you send the video already? I saw you looking up and looking down. I don't know if that's an indicator that you sent the video or it's still being
trying to send it.
I think it might be like very large, so it might need a share link.
Gotcha. Okay. All right.
We have them.
We'll work something out on our end to see if we can get up and running here on our channel. So wow, this is
okay.
amazing.
Okay. Yep. Just saying.
Okay. So we're gonna get it in just a few moments. Okay. So all right, we got to talk about the aftermath now. Let's get into the aftermath.
This is a good one.
While we retrieving the video, let's talk about the aftermath from the proposal. Everyone's reactions to your circle of friends, to your network, to your family members. Let's talk about the day after. What was that like? Let's go over the Will.
We still got to talk the night of because there's still a little part that's funny to this.
No. Okay. Go ahead.
After the engagement, the concert ends. And I'm kind of in shock, and I'm like,
it was like, is this real? And people who stop in the back coming like, oh, that's like the most beautiful thing. That's so nice. You did that. And oh my God, we're so happy for you. So great.
And the couple's like, we got a picture. Do you want, or we got a video.
Yeah,
do you want it? And I'm like, yes, please. And we're going. And as we're leaving, we're walking out and we get our bags and I'm like, and they're like, did you have a great concert? I was like, yeah, I just got engaged. And they're like, what? And so,
because we were at the concessions picking up our bags. We checked and they were like, wow, you're the guy that got the Reese's.
Yeah. And as we're leaving, Will's like, I can finally tell you everything.
And it is. I'm like, it's been bottled up the entire time. Like I've been keeping this under wraps, and I can find like this is everything I've done and this stuff, and I'm like, oh my god.
He lied to me. I had no idea this was happening.
Nope. So I asked her, like, "Are you surprised?" She's like, "I had no idea," and I'm like, "I did a good job."
But what we get back to the Airbnb, and he's like, "I have one more surprise for you," and context. So.
Yeah.
When we were talking about engagement rings, Will was trying to figure out what I liked.
Mhm.
And I was like, oh, I like the marquee. I like I like the like, what the styles, the pairs.
Yeah, the marquee, the pear, and the oval.
And the oval.
Yeah, just for cuts and gems.
And so a good portion of stuff he was looking at, he was like, that's an expensive cut. And so he made a joke of like, I might just have to propose to you with a ring pop. And he kept making the joke so much that I was like, if there aren't ring pops at this actual proposal, I'm going to be disappointed. And it better be blue raspberry because it's my favorite flavor. And so sure enough, he like tosses me a bag.
So we got back to the Airbnb, and I had the ring pop ready to go. So I could be like, I made good on my promise of a ring pop for you, and it is blue
Tosses me the
raspberry.
bag of ring pop. And so I have a bunch of ring pops, blue raspberry ring pops. And, you know, he gets back down on his knee and he gives me the speech that he was going to give me. Mm-hmm. And whole walk there, I'm still in shock. Even as he's telling me the speech, I'm still in shock. Like, I remember what he said, but I'm also like, I remember what he said, but I don't remember some of the stuff because I'm just so in shock. Mm-hmm. And I remember I have, you know, because I stayed overseas for a year. So I had my friends overseas and I Snapchatted because at this point they should have been awake. Yep. And so I send them a Snapchat and I'm just like, he's like, and I text my friend group and I'm like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. It's late, by the way. It's like 11, maybe midnight. It's midnight, I believe. So no one's awake. Someone's awake and someone's like, I'm going to ask you about this tomorrow, which is perfectly fine because I sent the, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And then I knocked out. Yeah. We fell asleep. We were like, sleep. Wow. And we knocked out. But the next day I like told my friends who were in my wedding party, you know, I hadn't asked them yet, but I knew they were going to be in my wedding party. I messaged my brothers and one of my brothers, she's like, I'm literally crying right now. And I'm like, don't tell dad yet. I got to tell him. Don't tell dad anything. I messaged my sister and my sister's just like, good job with the Gatsby. My sister's very nonchalant. She's like, good job. And I'm like, don't tell mom yet. And so our trip's not over. On the drive back, we were going to Thanksgiving Point.
Yeah.
And so we go to this butterfly exhibit. And my brain was like, oh, if it doesn't have like the butter. I had packed a really cute dress of like, my brain was like, it's not happening, but just in case it does, we have photos of that too. Pack this beautiful dress of yours and we were going to the butterfly exhibit. So he bought me this butterfly. I
think I had a picture of you in that one.
You do.
Sorry, I know it's like picture show and tell, but I'm like,
he got me this butterfly, or it's a moth?
It's a magpie butterfly
sweater that I love, absolutely adore. So I wore it there. And so he told me, he's like, yeah, if I couldn't do it at the concert, I would have done it. I would have proposed to you at the butterfly exhibit. But the entire trip, we were running into hordes of children.
Anywhere and everywhere.
So it was kind of hard.
Yeah, so it was that. It's all bright.
Yeah, it's bright.
Let me
it's
turn that down. Hold on. Sorry, not trying to blind anybody.
Because I don't have my glasses. Oh, she rocking that. She rocking that outfit. Yes.
But my mom had called me, like, because I tried calling my mom, but forgetting she was at work. She called me back. She was on her lunch. And I was like, I'm engaged. And she's like, what? She's like, I'm engaged. And she starts crying on the phone and happy cries. But she's like, oh my God, my baby's not a baby. Like she's crying on the phone. And then I didn't even get a chance to talk to my dad until later in the day. Because I'm like, I'll message my stepmom to see what time he like gets home.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, I'll let you know when I get back. She's like taking her time, and I'm like, I don't think she understands. So I have to FaceTime my stepmother and be like, let me know when dad gets home.
Yeah.
And she's like,
Yeah.
and so everyone's ecstatic. And then I told my grandmother, and I came up with this plan. And I'm like, I messaged her. I'm like, hey, I need to talk to you and granddad. And she's like, okay. I'm like, and I'm trying to FaceTime her.
Yeah, that's when we stopped in Beaver, Utah, at this dairy for ice cream, and we figured, oh, we're on the way back. We'll do the call then.
Yeah, and I'm trying to FaceTime her. She's old,
funny.
so it's having trouble, and I finally have to screen record how you get to FaceTime for her. And she has my granddad on the phone, and I'm like, I have a question to ask you. And she's like, they're like, what's going on? Are you okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, do you think this matches my car? Because my car is blue. And they're like, and my grandmother's just staring at the camera. She's like, what's that? And my granddad's like, it's a ring, Mary.
Oh my goodness.
My grandmother's over the moon.
Wow.
Everyone's ecstatic and happy, So it's been wonderful, especially the support.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh yeah, and his dad, we came back home and his dad literally bought us like pastries and wrote a whole note. And he's like, now he's like, in the end, he's like, hopefully you don't have like trouble calling me dad anymore.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to call him by his like name.
Yeah.
I feel weird just calling, to me, he's like a grown up. I'm a grown up, but like he's like older than me. So I can't, my brain is like, I don't want to call you by your first name. And so I had started calling him dad, but sometimes I like felt like anxious calling him dad because I'm like, I don't know if he likes this. He doesn't care. But
my dad's easygoing.
He's easygoing. But he's like, hopefully now you won't have trouble calling me dad. And he's like, let me see the ring. And I'm just like, did everyone know but me? Like,
a lot of people knew beforehand because I remember talking with all your friends and tried to like get the ideas.
My
and
dad
everything
knew.
else. I asked your dad because he did ask before if I, propose and your marriage. He's like, what day are you doing? I said, this is the day I'm doing it. Because if you remember from our first podcast we did with you, when he had what are your intentions with my daughter and everything else? And I'm like, I know what I want. It's her. No one. I meant what I said. If it's not your daughter, it is no one else on the face of this earth. Like no one. Yeah. So it's just kind of like, hey, I made good on my promise, sir. Like,
yeah.
I was truthful. Completely.
I think it was just my siblings and my mom who did not know it was happening.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, everyone was just over the moon for us, and it was just like, it was fun, kind of having the honeymoon phase of it all, and really everything, and then the planning for the wedding came in.
I am our wedding planner. It's chaos.
We're making do.
This is incredible. I mean, this is a lot to make a movie out of. This is simply a movie. Like, I see this being a book, a best time seller, a movie, a miniseries, something. And just from the concert to the reactions from people, I mean, it's pretty much timeless, if I should say so myself.
Thank you.
Yeah, big shout outs to our new viewer here on Soul Days Live, shouting you all out from Virginia. Big shout outs to you from Virginia.
Hello.
For checking
Greetings
in
from
with
Vegas to you in Virginia.
Yeah, there you go. And we are also open to comments. So if you're watching us in real time live, we're live. This ain't pre-recorded or anything. This is live, ladies and gentlemen. So please feel free to comment in the comment section, Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube at Beat Break AM Show. Will and Jazmine here with me, with yours truly, Sean Garvey, giving us an update on their soon-to-be new marital blitz, if you will. Okay, so I'm just taking everything in, right? Because it's very rare nowadays in my world that people get married. I come from a community where I come from a big family. Everybody, with the exception of my mom at the time, gotten married, jumped over the broom and everything. And it was a family affair, if you will, of two people married with kids and having it all. And then
Mhm.
nowadays, it's like people do not mind not getting married. They
Yep.
want to be in a relationship or whatever that looks like, but it just seems
Mm.
like marriage is starting to become obsolete these days.
Yeah, I could see that. I remember from our first podcast, I believe you asked a question about like, different lifestyle choices or things like between the institution of marriage or having long-term
Mhm.
relationships or even like dating to find out your friends and stuff. And I mean, everyone's going to be unique, everyone's got their own thing. And I mean, we talked about that. We were both on the same page. We were both pretty unanimous with how we felt, and it was very
Mhm.
similar and kind of correlated quite well. And we both kind of knew like, okay, this is how we want to handle it. This is what we want to do. It was all that good foundational basis to talk beforehand, that it wasn't like, oh, well, I assumed this, or I thought this, or like, some couples don't talk about early on.
We talked about stuff early
Oh
on,
God,
like
yeah, we talked
second
about
date.
anything and everything. Like I said, it was like,
Which
yeah,
is,
it felt like a business interview, but it was well worth the time and investment and everything that we discussed beforehand, because it saved us a ton of guesswork. And now knowing, oh, I know you, you know me, and
It
yeah.
did, and I definitely like felt bad when I found out how long he had the ring for,
She thought I didn't have it.
because in like March we had like a moment of like I was just in a depression state in terms of my career,
Yeah.
and he had made a comment because I was like, doing that thing before people get married or even engaged. And I was just like looking at random venues.
All the Pinterests, all the views, like, oh, in this nice venue, in this nice
And I
dress.
had
And I'm
sent
like,
him like a venue that I thought was really cute in like
Mhm.
California. And he had made a comment of like, oh, you really want that wedding?
Now, for context, I already had the ring.
I didn't know.
I already had the ring, the magnet. So I'm just kind of like, like, little do you know, this is going to be soon.
I took the comment a wrong way. And mind you, I was already like with my friend group was going through something, with my career going through something. And then he made this comment and I was like, oh no, I need to like scale back on the marriage talk. I'm scaring this man away. And I held on to it for like maybe 3 days. And I was helping a friend with a self-tape and I was talking to her about it. And she's like, you need to talk to him about this. Like, why? Because maybe you shouldn't, if you don't talk to him, if this is holding you in. And so I like messaged him and I was like, do you even want to get married? Like it was very much a like, what are we doing conversation.
Yeah.
And like after we got engaged, and then I think it was like 3 days later when I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I must have scared you.
And I'm just like, I have the ring. Like, I want to marry you.
I didn't know.
Oh.
And he's just like, let's talk. You're fine. And I explained his like comment had hurt me because I was like, I don't just want a wedding. I want to spend my life with you. And I'm like, I'm so sorry if you think I just want. He's like, no, I didn't mean it in that way, but I had taken it that way, But we talked about it.
Yeah. And that kind of goes back to like the first time we discussed things with couples. And I feel like the foundational thing to any couple is just understanding how both of you handle conflict. And I quoted this before, and it was, I remember I mentioned it was the divorce lawyer in Soft White Underbelly, and his name's James Sexton. So maybe the viewers out there have heard him before. And I had gone into like, someone who's seen all the crazy stuff of divorce and when relationships go wrong and everything, and being like, whoa. But then going, wait a minute, how do I go this, and learning how like, hey, learn conflict while it's good before you're in it and then it goes wrong, because now you can understand it beforehand while things are good on how to translate through and go through more complicated conflicts.
What do you say? It's like learning how to fight.
Yeah, learning how to fight in a fight. Like, hey, you know what? You don't know karate? Get in a karate fight. Well, that seems really stupid. So why not talk about it beforehand when it's good? So it's like, oh, I understand what to do, so we can resolve this conflict and work together, as opposed to being snowballing and making it even worse than it did.
He's so sweet, though. He literally, I mean, you always help me, but like during that time, it was just like, I mean, in just the moment of like, there are people who just want a domestic partnership. You don't want the marriage.
Yeah.
But it's like, I know for myself, that is something I wanted.
Mhm.
And I knew it was like in the beginning, like, you know, as I was realizing marriage was a thing when one of my friends got married, the first of our friend group to get married.
Mhm.
And suddenly that was like the forefront of my mind. And then at the time, the relationship I was in fell apart. So I had to like shift my focus of everything.
Mhm.
So it was like, because of that shift, I like closed myself a little bit. So it was hard for him to even like knock down my barriers.
Yeah, and we discussed it before too, and I
Mhm.
would say it's like it's really hard because when you've been hurt before, it's very difficult to show vulnerability again because to become connected with someone, you have to expose your soft side, and unfortunately, that's a very vulnerable time. That I mean, and I can speak to myself and Jazmine probably gone through, and maybe Sean has or any of the viewers, where you get hurt a while and you just like I don't want to try anymore, and you just
Yeah.
it hurts and it's not fair to someone else because that person didn't do that to you. So it's more like I know what to have like red flags. You're like, this is going the wrong way, but I know when it's going right, and I have to give that person a fair chance because they're not the person who hurt me. And for us, we did that quite regularly between things and exposing things and very intimate conversations and delving into a lot of things so that we
still have
fully
the
understood.
intimate conversations.
Yeah, that's a healthy thing to do. It's like when they relationship, it's just kind of like a recalibration, if you want to use it, maybe for kind of a crude term. And just kind of being like, oh, okay, now I know this or this. Oh, we want to delve into. Okay, now I understand you a bit better. Okay, yeah, that's good.
Like even the other day, I was like,
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because we were talking about like because I was saying let's have a sit down discussion talking like for the future stuff, for budgeting or wedding planning and
mind you,
careers
these
and
are
all that
questions
stuff.
people usually have before an engagement. So I was like,
Yeah, yeah. But I'm just like, I think that's good to have nowadays. Like something might have changed, or go, they didn't really quite hit as much, or we're taking more kind of importance on this or something, and
Yeah.
going like, oh, okay, just life happens. The only thing that's certain is an uncertainty. You got to be able to adapt with it. And as a couple, you do it as a team. And for some people, it's like communication is going to be strong, and you prove it through action. And then something's not always going to go the right way. So it's like, okay, well, how do we reassess because it didn't go right this way? So how do we do it a different way to make it kind of go the way we want it?
Yeah. Such a great segue because I want to play something for you guys, and I'm gonna
Okay.
play it in a few moments. But I gotta give a big shout out to Rhonda, my mother, on the check-in. She's watching.
Oh,
Congratulations! Congratulations to you. My mom got married in 2022, I believe. Yeah, 2022 on the beach. She got married on the beach in Destin.
oh, that's lovely.
That's my original thought idea.
Yeah. Lack of beaches here in Vegas.
Look, I gave Will a second idea. Yes, big shout out to my mom on the check-in there. We appreciate the love, but a great segue though, because I talked to both you or maybe just Jazmine via email to see if there was anybody that you knew that
Oh,
was or is single to appear on Soul Dates Live. So let me set the stage up for everybody, especially now that I have Will and Jazmine on here. So to remind everybody, because I've mentioned this in a few of my previous podcasts in the past, that I set this show up to help daters find other daters, to help people match up with each other, but I also used it as a tool for me to find the one that I have been seeking or currently seeking. And a couple of weeks ago, me and the Ashley Monique and our very own Stephanie, aka Stephanie the actress, we were a part of a special edition of Soul Dates Live in which I was the bachelor and I had those two ladies, which I'm thankful that they came on the show that night to moderate and to help me find that one. So we brought in two women. It was actually supposed to be anywhere between 3 or 4 competitors come on the show, but we ended up with just two ladies that came on the show to compete against each other for a chance, an opportunity to go on a date with me. Now, just to remind people or to let people know that are just now tuning in to Soul Dates Live, I played the previous episode of Who Wants to Date Sean Garvey before airing this broadcast that you are watching right now live. And while we were going a few minutes into this broadcast, that particular episode was still playing on my Facebook and Instagram page at Sean Garvey ATL. But we got the full entire episode on demand at Beat Break AM Show on our YouTube channel. But what I want to do, Will and Jazmine, because I believe before you came on to tonight's broadcast, you saw a little bit of that particular episode. And I want to get your assessment from watching that episode, or at least bits and pieces of it, just to get your assessment and share your thoughts. Because let me tell you, towards the end of that episode, there was a plot twist that nobody did not expect was going to happen. So I'm not going to play the episode, but I'm going to play a little bit of some of what people saw that night that raised a lot of eyebrows. So let me go ahead and cue it up. I just learned that we do have the fast forward button, which is super great. So let's go ahead and cue that up and get you guys assessment on this one. So let me go ahead and do that right now. Can we go ahead and fast forward here? All right, let's go ahead. You
I gotta go.
Mama said contestant number 2. Dan said Miss T is gonna keep you busy, son. You won't have to worry about those creamy movie roles. She got you. So he's trying to say, this person is trying to say that me and Miss T, we can make our own movie. She ain't saying nothing. I don't know. She ain't saying. Leo says Miss T. Ooh, okay. All right. Going with Miss T. All right. That Pink Friend said we love you, Stephanie. We love her too. We just be playing with her. We just be playing with her. We love Miss T.
Love everybody.
My mama said or number one. Mama, you gotta make a decision. You got which one, Mom? Come on now. Which one? Number one and number two. Go on. All right. So
what does your heart say?
Oh my goodness. This is okay.
That's not unfair, is it?
All right. But I will say this. The person who doesn't get selected in tonight's show will get a prize. Yes, you heard me say it, ladies and gentlemen. She will. All right. If she want to accept it. Okay. But that's gonna be a twist, though. That's gonna be a twist. My mom, now my mom says I like them both. You decide.
Oh, wise woman.
Okay, so we only got about a few minutes left here on Soul Days Live. Miss T. Why should you go on a date with Sean Garvey?
Because Sean Garvey has a beautiful smile, and I need to see it. I need to see that. Don't do it.
The LL Cool J. I got to do the LL Cool J.
I want to see this smile. I want to see it up front.
All right. Okay. Elena, why should you go on a date with Sean?
Because I think I'm the type of person that you need to meet in person, not just over the internet.
Okay. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna pause it real quick, and I'm gonna ask you two, Will and Jazmine. Will, starting with Will, who did you think I picked?
Is it going to be like the whole change where you pick Stephanie? is that the M. Night Shyamalan twist?
That's a great point. For full disclosure,
Okay.
Stephanie is already spoken for. She's
Okay. I didn't know. I was like, well, what's a big twist that no one would see coming? I would personally say Ms. T. That's probably what I might guess.
Okay. So Will said Miss T was the person that I picked. Okay, what about you? What about you, Jazmine? Who do you think I picked? Elena or Miss T?
I also thought Miss T.
Okay. Well, why did you say you thought I picked Miss T? Just out of curiosity.
Complimented your smile. Men love that stuff.
Yeah. I think it was the smile, and she seemed kind of like the free going person who would like go do something with you, or be like, hey, let's go out, just like kind of like roll with the flow, but still have fun with it, without being like, oh, I have to have this, I have to have that, I have to have that. That's kind of my guess.
And my follow-up question to that is, why not Elena? Why you didn't go for Elena? Anyone can answer that.
I think it seems a little bit more timid and reserved, which nothing wrong with that. But when you see the characteristics of certain people, and I have to go off of what we've done with previous podcasts or what the small clip that I did, I would say usually when you see certain couples, like there's this certain chemistry that you see between them and like how their personalities mesh and work together. And I'm going to say based off that, that's why I went with the guess of Ms. T and not Elena. But maybe I am completely wrong, and I'm going to look like a fool in about 2 minutes.
It's okay. I'll be completely wrong. You had more of a vibe with Miss T, whereas with Elena, she seemed more reserved, especially for like if you're going to be on a dating show, you want to be out.
Okay, fair enough. All right, let's go ahead and play the rest so Will and Jazmine will know who I picked. I'm gonna go to Stephanie. Stephanie, who do you think I should go on a date?
Both.
You say both?
And the reason why I say that is because it's like how can you make choices about people in the digital world? You can say all you want, but when you're around the energy, and if you know what you know and how it feels around somebody could be really shy sitting in front of the camera. And like hanging out with somebody. And I know that people have questions and stuff, and I've heard about all that, like speed dating before, which I've never involved myself, but it's always been curious to me. So I kind of feel like this was that kind of vibe, which I feel like there's a good connection that I'm seeing being present. If you would allow me to express myself in that manner. So I learned a lot tonight that both of you are two beautiful women and very, I would be wanting to explore getting to know them like in a physical fashion. But you gotta talk for a while, yeah. But at the same time, it's like at the end, the units are like, well, let's say you're with somebody physically, and then what if you like didn't like when you talked about like communication and when you need to like have your alone time or something like that, or like schedules change, because being in broadcasting and where we're going and where things are getting to those levels and the level of being an actor or actress and the safety measures of intimacy levels, because there's different layers in that. I was very curious on how you would express yourselves, on how an actor, actress would expose their bodysuit, if you will, to the world or humanity, and being in when business is business and having a relationship is having a relationship, but everybody has different expectations in that. and what levels of there where I would feel would be very exploratory in the physical realm of getting to know somebody.
Okay. All right. And also for full disclosure, ladies and gentlemen, Stephanie can be a bit long-winded, so please pardon me.
No, I liked your explanation. That was good.
That was good. A bit long-winded, but it was good. It was good. Let's continue on. Let's find out who our very own yours truly, Sean Garvey, picked. So I made my decision. I feel you. I feel you, Stephanie. I made my decision.
So good.
All right. So my decision is. Can we get a drum roll? We need a drum roll. Okay, that's something different. I want to go on a date with. I want to go on a date with both. I want to go on a date with both Miss T and Atlanta. And let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. I start with Atlanta. Atlanta got me on the book. When I said, what would you give me on the date? I would say book. And I even said in some of my profiles that I put out there that way to my heart is a book. And the book I've always wanted that I have not gotten yet is The Pursuit of Happiness, which of course went on to become movie starring Will Smith as Chris Gardner. I like Atlanta's weirdness. I like her a little bit of nerdiness. And I love.
You think I'm nerdy?
In a good way. I love nerds. I love women that think outside the box. And I'm physically attracted to you.
Okay.
With Miss T has a bit of history with me, so she kind of knows me. I like Miss T for accepting me for who I am. And accepting my vulnerability, and accepting some of my lifestyle, and being accepting to the fact that I do a lot of content. I'm physically attracted to both. And I like to just kind of just date them, one at a time, just to kind of know more about each individual, and then just do like a follow up, because by then I fully make my decision. So yeah, I mean, it's hard, Stephanie. It's hard. They're both attractive and they're both smart. And they, but I definitely like to go on a date with both of them. Not at the same time, but on different occasions. I mean, don't get it twisted. But I would like to go on a date. Yeah. Okay, so prepare yourself. Here's where the plot twist comes in. As you all know, I selected both of them to go on a date with both of them separately, not at the same time, but on separate occasions. But here's where the rubber meets the road.
Okay.
Absolutely. I'm taking everything in. I'll start with Miss T. Any comments? Anything you want to say? And please be honest.
This is your show. I mean, you make the rules, so you get to do whatever you want, and however you mean. I'm single, so I'm doing whatever I want to do. So, and you can do whatever you want to do. So there's no rules to being single. Just being honest, transparent, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Okay. Anything you want to add? Anything you want to say?
I think I'll say. I think you should go on a date with her. I think you should go on a date with her. With Misty.
Okay. Got the heart beating. Okay. All right. I mean, Elena did get the most votes. So this is a very interesting twist, Stephanie. Elena made a heavy recommendation that I should go on a date with Miss T.
I guess I don't really like feeling like you kept saying you're gonna go back and forth, but just stay both of us at the same time, and I don't really like that really. So you can go with her.
Okay. All right. Wow, that's a lot to say again. So with that being said, Miss, would you like to go on a date with me?
Absolutely.
I think it's categories. All right. Wow. All right. Well, Miss Elena, thank you so much for coming on So Days Live. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
So
This was fun.
It's fun. Yeah.
I was just bored because I actually don't like men. So it's just fun.
Whoa, wait a minute. Stop the beat. Production, stop the beat. Wait a minute. You don't? Wait, Elena, you don't like men?
Well, I do, but just not so much.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, no judgment zone here or what have you, but are you kind of like, do you have a alternative lifestyle?
Just say I don't really go for men that much, but I just wanted to test this out and see.
Gotta test the waters out? Okay.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I guess it worked on you.
Okay. Oh, okay. Wow. Stephanie, you just made a phone call. Did you?
Your mom was blowing up my phone. Didn't you see her?
I'm gonna see her tomorrow. I know she's gonna have a lot to say.
It'll be a wonderful Sunday dinner.
All right. Well, that is some news there. But Elena, I definitely would like to have you back on the show in the near future. Maybe as a
Do you need to explore Elena? Maybe when you said that worked. So that means something else needs to work in a different exploratory manner. Process. I guess I'm trying to understand.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to understand your question.
I'm trying to understand your question.
Would you like to come back? Is she coming back on?
That's up to Elena. We'll have our team. We have our team reach out.
Absolutely.
Sure. Maybe.
We enjoyed you guys. Absolutely.
All right. Woo. Okay. We're back.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, saw my face in real time.
Had to turn the light on for that one.
I was not expecting that ending.
Nope. Yep,
Yeah.
That was the twist.
Yeah. Welcome back, So Days Live. And we're live. What you just saw was the ending of the previous episode that we did with the daters, Elena and Miss T, in which I was the bachelor. And my decision that night was to date both of them. Not at the same time. I keep repeating, not at the same time, but on separate occasions. And Elena on the left of my left, with the glasses, highly suggested that I go on a date with Miss T instead, because she felt that She shouldn't be dealing with a person to date both women at the same time. But a few moments later, she revealed that she doesn't really care for dating men. If I heard her correctly, if all of us heard her correctly,
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
and she just came on the show because she was bored and just wanted to test it out or whatever. But I, I got a whole lot to say. We have Will and Jazmine, our returning couple, who just announced their engagement a few moments ago. I'm anxious to hear both Will and Jazmine on their thoughts on what they saw and what they heard. I'm gonna start with Will.
Okay. So my take on it from a male perspective on that one is like going out with dating before just anyone meeting initially. I saw that clip. Okay. I had no context before that or seeing a lot of things of what led up to that particular moment. I know what it's been like to go on dates and have just someone say like, just not into it. That's perfectly fine. And it's kind of, it's I gotta keep calling back to our first interview we had with you. It's just like you kind of have to go through the waters to kind of peep these out, and like as some people are figuring themselves out, like we're doing, they go through different things, they go through different phases. Sometimes they go like, hey, this is what I like now, okay, this is where they am, and it's experimentation. It's kind of going through stuff. Like I can't say it from a perspective on my own end that I've had to go through similar things of saying, like, hey, I'm more attracted to women. I'm a girl. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I wouldn't take it personally because maybe they're trying to figure out exactly where they are, where they feel most comfortable to make themselves comfortable and make them find someone who connects with them and they can, start, have a relationship with them. But I've had times where people are just like, come out and say it, just like, hey, you're not my type because and I go, oh, okay, like that's fine. Like if they're not your cup of tea, that's okay. I'm glad at least you know well enough about yourself, and at no point were you demeaning about it. It's just, hey, you're figuring out as you go, And there's been other times, there's other stuff happened too, but I'm glad at least you had an opportunity to meet her. She seemed like a very nice woman. Personality was great. It's just with dating certain things, like sometimes it doesn't happen, And you have Misty. So, I think that was I think she was really good. Like I said before, I think her personality complements yours, Sean, if I could speak openly about it. I think that was really good. Definitely kind of a twist at the end. Like I would have been like, oh, okay. Didn't know, but all right. And I'm not gonna lie, I've been on dates before where I'm like, hey, just wanted to hang out with a guy or talk. I'm like, okay, before I met Jazmine, I'm like, all right, that's fine. Like, hey, we want to be friends, talk. That's perfectly fine, So, that's my take on it, honestly. They both seem like wonderful women. I like Stephanie's add on to it. Definitely kind of a surprise, but hey, if you want to have her back on the show later, be like, hey, we got, girl dating, trying to find a partner for him. And she seems like a person who'd be great back on the show, So I liked it. I liked it. I'm sorry you had to kind of get shocked like that, like, whoa, but
yeah.
Welcome to dating.
Yeah. All right. Let's say you appreciate it, Will. Let's say you, Jazmine.
No, I'm sorry. That twist actually had me, like, I started laughing tears. I kind of get it, but like, I get it. You're dating and it's to have fun, everyone has their reasons for dating, but at least from what I was told when I started dating, is to have fun and also like, can you be friends with the person?
Mm-hmm.
That was just the most important thing. Can you have fun? Can you see yourself being friends with the person? Also, how do you feel? Not how do they feel? How do you feel, right? So I'm glad. She said she was bored and she wanted to try it out. And I'm like, at least she tried it out.
Yeah.
And I guess in the process, she realized, I actually do not like men.
Yeah, and it didn't.
That happens.
It didn't come across as snarky or snippy or like aggressive, like some people sometimes you see do, where it's kind of like they knife you and you're like, that hurt. Like, geez.
Which it happens. I've had friends who were like, they thought they were into girls or they thought they were into guys, and then they tried it and they're like, actually, no, I don't like that. Mm-hmm. It does happen, and it kind of sucks for the receiving party.
Yeah.
It is a little bit of a like, oof, that that kind of hurt.
Yeah.
But I think it's also a reminder of like, it wasn't you.
No.
It was something that they were dealing with on their own to begin with.
Mhm.
And this kind of just solidified for them, oh, I had fun. I did have fun, but
right.
I actually do not.
But I
want
mean,
to do
I
this.
applaud the honesty at least, as opposed to
Yeah.
like finding out, going, "Oh, you just wanted dinner out of me or something." You know, that sort of deal where it's like you kind of egg me on, and now I'm knowing about it. Like, I'd rather have someone be honest and
Well,
tell
you
them
know what?
about
Some
that
people
beforehand.
do that.
Oh,
Where
yeah.
they just like they
Oh.
want to go on dates just to get a free meal. I've seen that happen. You
Been
know,
there, done that.
or not even just a free meal. They want to get boned. I've seen that happen too. It's true. I mean, because I know, like when I was on Hinge, a lot of people were like, situationship, and I'm like, no, get out my face.
Yeah, because we mentioned that too. Because I remember dating in Vegas. We mentioned the amount of other people just who have their different lifestyles, which is perfectly fine.
They're
but ain't my cup of
tourists.
tea. You're a tourist. You're here for a vacation. You're looking for a third for a throuple. You're a polyamory.
Yeah.
You know,
I
the whole
applaud
spectrum
her.
of things.
I applaud her for at least saying, hey, you should go out with Miss T.
Yeah.
Here's why.
Mm-hmm.
Before you went on a date with her and then realized
Yeah.
she did not like men. I applaud her for telling you up front.
Mm-hmm.
So let me bring this to everyone's attention, because over the past few days, everybody's been wondering what actually happened after the show. Okay, so let me bring this to one's attention. If we can be very transparent and honest,
Yeah.
I was really leaning more towards Elena versus Miss T.
Mm-hmm.
So Elena was very new. My team, and shouts to our assistant producer Kelly for communicating with her. Our assistant producer Kelly actually communicated with Elena, who that's her alias name. I won't give out her real name, but that's her alias.
Yeah, that's fine.
She reached out to her the same day as the taping of the show. And so we didn't have, me and my team, we didn't have enough time to really
background check
more, you know, about her, because there were also questions about her age and everything, because a lot of people she looks very young. We know for a fact from my team, they did some fact checking and everything. She is of age to be on the show. Because to be on the show, you have to be 21 and up to be on the show. She's of age. She's not in the same age range as me, though, but she is of age to be on the show. And so we didn't spend enough time to really get to know her, but she did agree to be on the show the same day as the tape.
Okay, got it.
Rush and what have you, and like I said earlier, we were supposed to have 2 other women come on the show. 2 of them didn't show up. One was out of town. She was gonna make it back in town for the taping of the show, but it didn't happen that way. And the other pretty much didn't follow instructions. She didn't follow the assignment. And we had that happen plenty of times on So Days Live behind the scenes. So we ended up only having 2. And so with Elena, going back and watching highlights from the beginning into the middle of the episode, I like most of her answers, especially about the book. You heard me mention. I like it when a woman brings a book to me. I don't care for all the other stuff or whatever, but it shows me her intellectual side, and the fact that, oh, you know, we're both readers. We both book nerds, have you. So I was leaning more towards Elena. These 2 ladies live in different states. I recently made a Facebook post that caught the attention of a lot of people, which wasn't all that good. And I said that I was going to stop dating in Atlanta. I really actually said more than that. But
the cherry picking. Got it.
So for the sake of the show, I'm not going to say everything. You just got to go back and watch the archives on our YouTube channel at Beat Break AM Show. But Miss T is in North Carolina and Elena is in Arizona.
Oh, okay. So West Coast. Got it.
Yeah, and so I was like, okay, this is perfect because we have two women that are not from Atlanta. Probably never even been to Atlanta, but not from Atlanta because, like I said, I think I'm gonna stop dating women in Atlanta. And so this was a perfect show to meet two women outside of Atlanta to get to know. But yes, I did want it to go more so on a date with Elena versus Miss T. But I also wanted to still give Miss T a chance because even though me and Miss T have history, I felt that that answer at the end, like what Will said earlier about, I just want to see a smile and everything. Despite some of the things that she said earlier, I was like, okay, well, maybe I can give her a chance or what have you, and just see, just in case Elena and I don't click. Because to Stephanie's point, she's like, I think you should date both of them because you don't really get to know them over the internet.
Yeah,
And that was a very good point.
Which is true. Some people took it out of context about, why would you date two women at the same time? And again,
it's
put
called
your
dating.
put your listening ears on, people. I did not say I'm going to take them to a restaurant at the same time or whatever. I said that I want to date both of them occasionally, have more of an in-depth conversation. And then afterwards, I can make my decision on who I really want to
Mm-hmm.
go on some more dates with and what have you. But yeah, I really wanted to go towards Elena versus Miss T, even though Will and Jazmine thought that me and Miss T, connected more than me and Elena.
It's interesting you made that point too, because it is the point where it's like a lot of people I know who've dated in the past, and even we look for other thing before someone goes like, all right, like we had thing like you texted me on a date you were with another guy while we were dating. It's just more so I did not know. It's like you're still dating, you're still out there. Like we didn't say anything like, oh, we're boyfriend girlfriend yet or anything else. Like you're still dating.
No,
it's just in this context. Like now they're both in the same room. Now they know, as opposed to the anonymity of a dating app or something to that effect.
But on top of that, like we had gone on a date,
mm-hmm.
and then the next day I had another date.
Yeah, which you had already set up too.
Yeah, I had already set up. So like, yes, I was essentially dating both, but I'm like, that's the point of dating. You got to go on these dates to get to know people. Mm-hmm. I realized I didn't like the second guy that much. I liked the first guy who I was texting on my date. And we were setting up a second date while I was on that date.
Yeah. So people want to know if I actually went on a date with Miss T. And unfortunately, it did not happen.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it did not happen. We talked afterwards. We even talked about the surprising ending of the show that Elena had mentioned. And there was some clarity that I wanted to bring to her attention about what I said, because some folks felt that I was in player mode, that I wanted to be a player by going on the on the same date as both of them, and that wasn't the case. And so it wasn't that. It was just more so of finding out more about both of them outside of the show that could have me make a very informed decision on who I want to have a second, third, or fourth, and fifth, and etc. date with before it turns into something serious. But I just felt that, from speaking to Miss T after the show, what have you, I think, and this is just my opinion and my observation from having a conversation with her, it just seems as though she's okay with us just being cordial, just being friends.
Okay.
And she's just not in that headspace right now to date somebody like me. Because my mindset right now is more so on building with somebody and being able to turn something into something more serious. Because, I'm at that right now where I'm like, okay, I got this going on, I got that going on and everything. I want to be able to build with somebody and to grow, potentially grow old with and what have you, to compliment her and she compliments me and stuff like that. But some people just don't have that mindset, Will and Jazmine. Some people just don't have that mindset, and that's okay. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
So that's what
And if I
happened.
may just, I say if I was going to add, it's just everyone's trying to just figure out their stuff, and I mean, I know a lot of my friends who've done the same. If there's some people who are still doing that, and they're older than me, and it's just one of those things that we go through and trying to understand ourselves, and the hopes that we do find that partner that makes us feel complete and who we can love one day. But so a lot of things is anything worth having isn't always come easily, and I can only speak to my own personal experiences on the stuff that I had gone through previously before meeting Jazmine. Because there were a lot of times too that it was like, I feel like I'm getting a runaround. I feel, you have those moments as hopelessness as someone who's in the dating pool. It's not easy. It's not easy. And it's very also easy to look at someone else's relationship and go, oh, I wish I had that. But do you understand what went into it and what that person may have gone through to get it? It's almost like that iceberg. Like you see the tip of it above the water, and you see the good part of it, but everything else below it that made it to that point that a lot of people don't think about. No difference like you look at someone who's rich or successful or has a relationship. Like, do you really know what went into it? Did it really fall in their lap, or was there other thing that you're not taking into an account?
Yeah.
I think it's important, again, to know about yourself from both partners and feel that you understand yourself well enough and love yourself enough, not in like a narcissistic sort of manner. So please don't take that out of context, but just be like, I'm comfortable with myself. Like, I go out and do something alone and be okay. I know this about myself. And I know that was something that Jazmine and I had done previously before meeting each other. It was like, I go out, I can still have a good time. But when I know that I'm comfortable around myself and can be true to me, I have an acceptance of, if I find a partner, fantastic. But if I don't, I'm going to live my life. I have enough to live. But then I knew that when we met and I was able to be truly myself, like I was with no one else in every facet, because I'm like, this is me. And to be accepted and loved in that manner, even with my shortcomings and some things else, just being like, yeah, that's, it was just like, wow. It was crazy. But, I would say for the advice going forward, if I may, is the most difficult part about it, Sean, is not giving up as much as the world burdens down on you, and it feels that way sometimes. That's the most difficult part. And I say with anything is just trying not to lose hope and keep pursuing forward. And when you're met with failures or shortfalls, try to understand what happened in that situation to grow from it and become better. Because then all those trials and tribulations that you have gone through, you will look back on and go, it didn't make sense at the time and it sucked, but I understand now.
Yeah. Because I'm gonna tell you, like, after that ended and after that conversation with Miss T and didn't go anywhere, I don't mind sharing this to people listening, but I was so upset. Not at both of them, definitely not at Miss T nor Elena. I was more upset at myself. I was disappointed. I was sad. I was depressed because I kept thinking in my mind, I should have went with Elena. And knowing Miss T and stuff is kind of like, and again, both of them are not bad people or anything. It's just that, when I get to know somebody new, I have this fear that they're going to find one thing that they are not going to like about me, and they're going to say that that's a deal breaker to them, even though they got 3 or 4 or 5 different deal breakers. And I didn't even meet any of them. They just be like, hey, you're a nice guy and everything, but I can't do this with you or whatever. Whereas somebody like Miss T, like I said, we have history, so she kind of already knows me or whatever. and accepted my flaws and stuff. But this new person, I don't know, but at the same time, I'm willing to give this new person a chance. But
Yeah.
I will say, for full transparency, people, I was depressed for days, for a few days after that show.
Sorry.
It's okay to be that way. I think it's, I mean, I understand that feeling of like, this person didn't like me. And it sucks because then it makes you think, is there something wrong with me? And there's nothing wrong with you. It's just some people aren't for each other, you know?
Yeah.
I think, as Will said, like the continuing to go on is the step you have to take, because you can go away from that and be jaded, or you can take that situation, say that didn't work out, let me reapply myself in a different light. And it is definitely scary. I think it was yesterday where I was talking about like how like they're just thinking about like people in life who can go loving someone and then one day that person wakes up and they don't love them, and that terrifies them.
Yeah, and I'll expose my underbelly. Just give you a sense of story I had before, because there was a girl that I dated before Jazmine, and I knew her for about a year. And, things were going well with the relationship. I was like, okay, it seems like other things. Like she was a little worried about, my pets, because I know some things like I have my snakes and those as a pet. And if you want to talk about deal breakers, then in my relationships, that was always the deal breaker. Like, oh my God. And I had with this relationship for almost about half a year. And within the last 3 months of it, and before then, I was trying to do continued support. I tried to help things with emotions, finances, a lot of stuff, as a partner would. And then I had come to find out that she was on a lot of major antidepressants, and she did not like her body, which at the time I'm like, I really don't mind. But if intrinsically in you don't like that, well, then let me help you through this so that we could grow together, Mm-hmm. And I really tried, Sean. I really tried. I put my best foot forward. I was waking up at like 5 a.m., going to the gym with her, one of my buddies. I tried meal prepping. I really put my best foot forward.
Right.
And she cut the antidepressants cold turkey, which was very highly advised against, just due to the whiplash from that, because she had been on it for years. But I'm like, you might want to wean off on those. Like, I don't think you should do that. But she went on her own thing, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm here to help. And it was hard at the time because 3 months later, so it had been the 9-month mark, and about 3 months later with that, after doing everything I did to help through my actions, everything else, she just looked at me and basically said, I don't want to be with you. And that really, it was hard. Because
sucks for him, but it got him.
Yeah, but the point of this, like, I know I'm not trying to like a woe is me thing, but I can just at least understand where it is to have that, like, I have fear breaking up, and like I can't sit here and give 100% guarantee that everything's going to work out for everyone and then everyone's going to have a happy day. But I can at least say that when like I went through that, like, it sucked afterwards. Like, as we went through depression as a guy, you're like, what did I do wrong? Like, what the heck was wrong? Like, what was this? Like, who was I dating for almost a year for? Like, was I actually with you as a person, or was I dating a different version of you because of the medication you were on? And it was like this whole shock to me. And I was depressed for a while. And I'm like, what the heck? Until I realized I'm like I had to look at myself and go, did you do anything wrong? We're like, no, you did everything you could. It's just that person could not reciprocate those feelings. Like, were they wrong? No, that's just how they felt. It sucks, but it's just how it felt. But from that and a lot of other things, just one story I had that, before it blossomed into what we have now. And hopefully we can stand as a testament to me. It's like, there's a chance, there's a possibility. It's not easy. And sometimes it just takes luck and opportunity, a lot of things, but it's possible. It's to kind of transmute that pain and suffering and hardships we go through into something beautiful, kind of like describing a diamond, like how a diamond forms. It's a lump of coal. How does a diamond form? It has to have years of heat and pressure to form it and crunch it into the possibility of a diamond. And then to have someone find it and look in it and go, yeah, I see something more, and work on it and hone it into this beautiful gem. And it's a mutual thing between that, but it's not an easy story. But maybe that might provide some sort of insight and help for you in your journey. And, ideally, I want everyone to find love. I want everyone to find happiness. I do, but I hope at the same time that you can take stories from other people and your own experiences and look back and go, that helped me as it has with other people, and form it so that one day you can have that, and see that and feel loved and go, wow, that all that crap I went through, man, it really sucked, but I'm doing good.
Yeah, you're doing good because you got Jazmine now.
Yeah, I do, and I'm thankful every day. I am.
There you go. Oh, wow, what a way to close out the show. Will and Jazmine. I mean, that is some great sound advice right there. And not just only towards me, but towards the listeners and the audience members that is listening to this. You out there, lady or guy out there, you might be going through the same thing I went through, or you're still going through something after a major breakup, or for all of my guys and ladies out there that are going through a divorce or going through some type of situationship. Yeah, we talking to you too, situationships. Listen, take the advice of two people that have been together for how long? How many years?
It'll be coming up on 2 years in
November.
Beginning of November, yeah.
Coming up 2 years. Okay, 2-year anniversary coming up in November. And there's relationships that don't even last after 3 weeks. And so take the advice from two people that are putting in the work, that are getting ready to make things happen. They know how to communicate, they know each other. And I think we all can learn from each other in order to grow. So I'm just so happy that you two have finally made the decision with the help of Will's proposal at a very wild concert that night.
Hope everyone got a chuckle out of that story, because I still back it on and laugh and cry a little.
Yeah, I sent the video if you got it, but
I got it. Oh yeah, thank you for reminding me. Let's play the video real quick. Thank you so much. Because I was really getting ready to close out the show. We're in overtime. Let's play one let's play one video and then see if we can play the other one before we close out the show. Let's do it. Do we got the video up? Okay, so that's the video after Will made the proposal. You can't hardly see it because it's dark, but that's Will and Jazmine hugging each other. Let's play it again. From his knees. And that's
you can see me sobbing.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. I love it. Love it. Let's see if we can play the other video too.
Yeah, that's on the landscape view.
Yeah.
That was the one where he's got the stage and he pans over.
Let's see. Ooh, let's play it one more time.
Yep.
Oh, this is the same one. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, rewind. All right, let's go ahead and play this one. Can we,
I was just sitting here with the guitar ripped. I'm like, I know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, you can see his little head.
Yeah, the bottom left hand chorus. Go ahead.
There you go.
I will never return that video.
That's the rest of the concert. That's the rest of the concert.
Yeah.
So there you go. There you have it. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Before we get up out of here, and that was a wonderful video, by the way. Wonderful video.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, I'm almost about to shed a tear or two. Last remarks that you would like to make to our viewers and to our listeners. Where's the honeymoon going to take place at? You know, what are the next things to come? Well, you know, I mean, y'all are in the process of getting all your ducks in a row and stuff. So let the people know what's next.
We have no idea where the honeymoon is going to be because we are just focused on funding the wedding.
Yeah, we're saving up and budgeting for the wedding right now because everyone's like, oh yeah, honeymooning. I'm like, I'm just trying to afford the wedding right now. Like, let's just take it one step at a time, people, please.
But living life and figuring out where we want to be, you know.
Yeah, just the next big steps. But I think whatever the future throws at us, whether good, bad, or indifferent, we're gonna face them and enjoy them all together. You know.
We get married next year.
Yep.
Hey, hey, look, I will be on standby waiting for my virtual invitation to the wedding.
Okay.
If y'all can do it on Zoom, I don't know how y'all can work that out with the team, but if y'all can do it on Zoom or Google Meet, I will be there watching it from my living room seat. I might be in your town next year. You know, who knows? You know, I'm still planning on my tour, so we see how that goes.
Nice.
I will be waiting on my wedding invitation, just so you know. All right. So again, congratulations to the soon-to-be bride. Thank you guys so much for coming on. And you know what I want us to do, because we had couples come on Soul Days Live, like you heard me mention a few times. I want to do a couple night. I want to bring back Will and Jazmine, but I want to bring back the past guests, the couples, to come on, do kind of like a panel discussion, a Q&A and everything. And I want to show this to a lot of people that are single, or even the people that are married and thinking about signing those divorce papers, to look at this show, look at this episode, and be like, hey, listen, I either need to settle down and be serious, or I need to work it out with my significant other. Yeah.
I think that's good.
Yeah. Okay.
I would love to do that in the near future. We got one more comment before we get up out of here. Let's get up on screen. Again, my mom Rhonda on the check in. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rhonda.
Thank you so much. All right. Well, again, thank you so much, Will and Jazmine, for coming on Soul Days Live. We really appreciate it. Best wishes to you, and continue much success in your relationship. We definitely love it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sean. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
All right, bye. Again, congratulations to Will and Jazmine. Thank you so much for coming on Soul Days Live. If you missed any of tonight's highlights, you can go to our YouTube channel. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Beat Break AM Show at the bottom of the screen there. And we got many more episodes in the near future of Soul Days Live. And you know what? We may do a part two of Who Wants to Date Sean Garner. We may do a part 2. Okay, so anyone interested, if you or someone you know wants to come on Soul Days Live, we're gonna have that email address up on the screen in just a few moments for more information. But in the meantime, we gotta say big shout outs to Stephen K. Lee, Your Life in America, coming to Honey and WBX 107.1 FM. New show coming this fall, September 7th, or September 8th, rather, and 24/7 on Reach One Network. But if you want to hit up Stanford K. Lee for all of your voiceover needs and to appear as a guest on his upcoming show, Your Life in America, visit SMEvoices.com and StanfordLee.iCanVoice.com for more information. If you need that voiceover for your podcast, for your commercial, etc., hit up Stanford K. Lee. And you can also hit him up if you would like to be a guest on his program. Also, DJ Roland Productions for all of your DJing needs. To book DJ Roland for your next event, email DJ Roland at djroland27@gmail.com, or you can call him directly 678-640-4929. More information is on the website at djrolandproductions.org. That's djrolandproductions.org. All right, y'all, this has been my time. So Days Live at Beatwork AM Show and all of your streaming platforms. I will be back on the air tomorrow morning or Friday morning, tomorrow night, depending on what time zone you're in, 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. on WRFG 89.3 FM in Atlanta for Beat Break Weekend. So check me out there, 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. for all of my nocturnal listeners out there staying up and all of my graveyard shifters tuning in. WRFG 89.3 FM in Atlanta and WRFG.org on the website. And the remix show with DJ Yogi, Friday night, Saturday mornings from 12 a.m. to 3 a.m. on the same station, WRFG 89.3 FM. SeanClarkOnline.com is the website, as well as beachonecommunications.com for more information. And until the next time, you all have a safe and wonderful evening, morning, or afternoon. This has been So Days Live with Sean Clark. And I will check in with you tomorrow.